All right, friends, now we're going to practice writing some sentences. If I'm going too fast, just pause the video, catch up to where we are, and then you can click play again, okay? And that's okay if we go at different speeds. I'm going to read the sentence, and then we're going to count how many words are in it. Then we're going to underline. We're going to make lines for those words. That way we make sure we have all of the words in our sentence. We're going to write the first two sentences together. Then you're going to write the third sentence on your own. Get ready. Make sure you have your pencil and your paper like this. Our first sentence is, Steph is a whiz at math. Let's count out how many words we heard. Ready? Steph is a whiz at math. I heard 6 words. Now we're going to make 6 lines. Make sure they're big enough to fit your words. We're going to repeat it as we draw the lines. We're going to repeat, as we draw the lines, we're going to repeat our sentence. Get ready. Steph is a whiz at math. Let's count it out. Make sure we have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say our sentence one more time to make sure we have it all. Steph is a whiz at math. Perfect. Let's start with that first word, Steph. Let's tap that out. Ready? I hear I hear 4 sounds, starting with that first sound, Steph. That's somebody's name. It's probably short for Stephanie. Steph. Now let's say our sentence again. Steph is a whiz at math. Steph. Next word is. Steph is a whiz is. Steph is a whiz at math. At math. I hear 3 sounds. Now let's think about how I said that sentence so we can decide what goes at the end. Steph is a whiz at math. Did it sound like I was asking a question? No. Did it sound like I just made a statement? Steph is a whiz at math? No. I kind of had some excitement in my voice, didn't I? So I want to put my exclamation point. Now we know to read that with a little excitement. Steph is a whiz at math. Make sure your spelling looks like mine. Your sentence should start with a capital letter. 2 reasons we start this with a capital letter. Number 1, because we start every sentence with a capital letter. Number 2, it's somebody's name. Because it's somebody's name, that makes it a proper noun. Proper nouns always get a capital letter. Make sure you have some finger spacing in between. If your words are all smushed together, pause, take a minute to fix it. We want this to be our best handwriting. Let's go to sentence number 2. We're going to come down here to the next line. When should we be back? I'll say that sentence again. When should we be back? Let's count how many words. Ready? When should we be back? I counted 5 words, which means we're going to make 5 lines. Remember to try and make your lines big enough so that your words fit on them, just like we did up above. When should we be back? I'm going to say the sentence as I make my 5 lines. When should we be back? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. When should we be back? Let's start with that first word of our sentence. When. We hear n, when. We should start with a capital W. I know I need an H because when is a question word. There's my when. Should is our heart word that we've worked on. Shh. We hear that. And then the middle part, the O, is O-U-L. Should. And our D at the end. Make sure your D is facing the correct way. When should we be back? When should we be back? I hear B. K. Remember, I need to use my CK because here's my short A sound. CK comes at the end of a word immediately after that short vowel sound. Let's see how I said this sentence to decide what we need at the end. When should we be back? When should we be back? Am I excited about it? When should we be back? Am I just making a comment? When should we be back? Or am I asking a question? When should we be back? I'm asking a question. One of my clues is right here. We decided that was a question word, which is why we have to use WH. So I need a question mark. Your sentence should start with a capital letter. We want to make sure we have our finger spacing in between. We want to make sure we used punctuation at the end. And we want to go back and make sure all of our words are spelled correctly. We did a good job sounding them out. Remember that should is a heart word, so we have to remember that part by heart. And the rest we were able to sound out and spell correctly. You're going to write the next sentence. I'm going to read it with you. I'm going to draw the lines with you. You're going to write the words. Take your time, and if you need to pause or rewind, you can do that. I'll repeat it a couple times for you, okay? Phil whips up lunch. Phil whips up lunch. Let's count how many words we hear. Phil whips up lunch. Just 4 words. So let's draw our 4 lines while we say that sentence again. Phil whips up lunch. Phil whips up lunch. Your turn. Now you're going to write the words on the lines. I'm going to say the sentence one more time, so if you need to rewind it, you can. If you need to pause it, you can. Phil whips up lunch. Your turn.